Hey, good morning. It's Tom. It's the first week of December 2023, and I guess my rant today is brought to you by the Ford dealership. I'm my local Ford dealership. I guess there's really two near me. There's one in Havelock, and this is one that's not in Havelock. I'm not trying to call any dealership out or anything like that. I'm just making my casual observation. A few years ago, I was watching the news, and I don't remember what it was, but immediately after the introduction went off, I heard there was news and commentary. Okay, good. So this is just commentary, my opinion, and I'm not trying to, make any dealership look bad or anything like that. I'm just trying to make sense of this and, a common sense kind of way, because I'm a humble, poor guy, and I don't need a new vehicle, and I'm just out looking around and making my little appraisal of all this. So it looks like of all the vehicles on the lot, of course I'm drawn to the truck, being an old redneck, but these are pretty nice. This is a four-door Ford F-150. I just looked at the window sticker on it. That's the Lariat. Maybe it has an FX4 package. I don't know where things went. I do realize this one's got a lot more equipment on it. But that truck is $77,000, and it's got the, I think it's got the 3.5 liter EcoBoost or whatever they're calling it these days. I'm not the expert. Beautiful truck, nice interior. And now here is the same color, same wheels, F-150 Sport, I guess, and XLT, and it's got the same engine, pretty much the same interior. I know there's some appointments that I'm not seeing because I'm not inside the truck. But just from the 30-foot casual observation, those trucks look the same. Well, this XLT was like $62,000. I don't know what the difference is, and really, I don't really care. I don't need a new vehicle. Like I said, I'm just out looking around and giving my opinion. That's all. That truck is $62,000. That truck is $77,000. Again, they're beautiful. And there's another Lariat right there in a nice gray color. And just beside it, I think that truck is probably an XL, and I'll go look at the window sticker on it. It's the extended cab, not the full four doors, so that might be something that's a little bit more along the common man price tag. Again, that's kind of frightening how vehicles have just exploded in value in the last 4 or 5 years, just in my opinion. So the second truck there, and I think that's probably as basic of a truck as you're going to find on the Ford lot. Again, and that's a STX. I think that's a two-wheel drive, or I'm positive it's a two-wheel drive. 2.7 liter automatic, of course. Looking inside of it, which I've already done, it doesn't look bad. It's a nice looking truck. Again, it's probably no more than what I would need, of course. Again, the like to haves and the have to haves are different. But that's a nice looking truck. Again, I like the fact that, the cab isn't as big as the others. But again, that's just a personal preference thing. But that truck is $46,000. It has the 2.7 liter in it. And, again, it seems kind of spendy, $46,000 for that truck. I don't know how much dealings they have these days or anything like that, and I'm sure that's a 23, but again, just one example. So I think there's 5 times as many used cars on this lot as there are new cars. I don't know what the percentages, averages, anything like that normally would be, but I'm walking around and there's a couple of vehicles here which I would think were new, but they don't have a window sticker, and they look to have a little wear on them. A little wear being, they just don't look brand new. But there's a lot of used cars out here. What I was really looking for is I was looking for a new Ford Ranger to see if they had one on this lot, and I guess they sell pretty good. I was looking for like a Ranger or a Maverick. The reason I was looking for a Ranger, though, was because I wanted to do an apples to apples comparison when I go to the Philippines this coming year. They sell the Ford Ranger in the Philippines in just a little bit different configuration than we have here. You can't get an extended cab, only a four-door there. And you can get a diesel 4-cylinder manual transmission 2-wheel drive Ranger, probably the mid $20,000 in the Philippines, 20 to 25,000 bucks. And the only ones I see here are a couple of 2020s. One, I think that other one's a 21 or 22. Oh, there's 3 there. Now let's see. That's a 2020, and that's a 19. I thought one of them was a 21. Nope, that one's a 2020 as well. Oh, then the little Maverick here is a 2022. That'd be an interesting little vehicle, I think. But again, I don't think I'd want to pay for it. They want too much money for them, And I don't know. Like I said, maybe that's just the sign of me being old. Is I think about how long I would have to pay for that and how much the payments would be. But a beautiful truck. Like I said, there was the Rangers. I really wanted to look at a new one, get a price on it, just kind of do a little, apples to apples comparison, if you can even call it that. But again, I think there's 5-6 times as many used cars out here. If there's 20 new cars, there's 100 used, I'm sure. But gonna walk across the street and look now. Okay, I've been noticing these. I drive by here once, maybe twice a day, on my way to taking my daughter to school and on the way back, taking her to work on the way back. And that's the the Ford Mach-E. I don't know. The verdicts are, the jury's still out. I'm intrigued by it. I am. I don't want to lie to you. I think electrification is probably one of the few solutions in the future. As you know, right now, there's a lot going on with petroleum production and things like that. I'm not going to get into the political climate or start saying anything about it, but I just think that we're going to be forced into these. And while I'm intrigued by it, I don't think we have the infrastructure just isn't here. Let's just say that. And I hear that Ford has signed on to the Tesla, to use the Tesla chargers, and I think Tesla has that pretty well figured out. But again, I'm just not 100% sure that there's not something new and better coming. I mean, I don't know. I've looked into hydrogen a little bit myself, and interesting, but I think it's not something that's really consumer based. And I don't know about you, but I'm not sure the American people are really ready. That's 300 miles of range, maybe? I don't know. And after every trip of 300 miles, I'm sure you can charge it at home. I mean, you can at Tesla. And I don't want to tell you anything there. I'm very intrigued by it. The performance is there. I mean, I understand that electric motors are very, very, very powerful. But these vehicles, I don't think any of them have moved in the last month or two. So I don't know how the sales have been for the Mach-E. I watch the news, and you just like I was saying earlier, you get someone's opinion, and that's about it. But am I ready? Well, no. Is it something that I figure that is the future? I think it's one of many solutions. I think we still have to consider that there's going to be petrol powered cars around for quite some time yet. As many of these cars as I see going down the highway, I just don't think everybody's ready to roll out in the next 4 or 5 years and pay $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for a car that you have to charge at home. Again, it's not like it's zero electricity, and that electricity is not free. And again, this is just my opinion. Maybe it's a lot cheaper. I see the, MPGE or estimated, or, the equivalent, or whatever they want to call it. And that all looks good. But, what's the infrastructure cost in that? Like I said, just my opinion. Yeah, I think that's the better looking of them. It's the most expensive one, too. I like the wheels, and it's got Brembo brakes on the front, looks like. But that Joker's $67,000. Again, I know it's what we're being pushed to, but I just don't think the American people are ready for it. Just my personal opinion. Well, for sure, something there isn't here is like discount stickers. I stopped by the Chrysler dealership, Ram, Dodge, Plymouth, whatever it is anymore, and there are a lot of discounts on their vehicles. I was at a dealership years ago when my wife was shopping for her Toyota, and somebody was offering 0 interest, and the salesman said, yeah, 0 interest because there's no interest. There's really no one's interested in the vehicle is what he was saying. So I guess that's maybe a sign of things to come. Who knows? But not here. Ford doesn't have any discounts broadcasted or advertised on the windows of their truck. And these things run between $77,000 and I think the lowest one I saw was like 49. And I did do some looking around here, and they have one Expedition there on the end. They have maybe 2 Explorers. They have 2 Broncos. I think one of those is used. I really couldn't tell. And then they have a couple of I guess those are Ford Edges there. One Escape and 2 or 3 of the Bronco Sports. And that's pretty much their used vehicles there. Are there new vehicles there? Everything else over here is used. Was my calculations of 5 times that many, 5 times as many used cars as they have new accurate? I don't really know. So I changed dealerships and thought I'd stop here and see if they had a Ford Ranger, because again, that would be more of the apples to apples comparison. But I happened to see this. This is the Ford Tremor. I hear people call it the poor man's Raptor, but it's real nice. Looks pretty. 66,000. I don't know what it has that the other trucks don't have, but still got that 3.5 liter V6 in it. I don't know. Like I said, the verdict's out for me on that stuff, but the 6 cylinders, but about the same mix as the other Ford dealership, the larger one. I think they probably got 4 or 5 times as many used cars as they do new. And I don't see a Ranger, not a new one. I guess they sell that well, but I'll look around and let you know. Well, here we are again at the smaller dealership, and there's 3 Mach-E's, and one has a 4, or 2 of them have a 4 in front of the X. So I'm guessing that means they're all-wheel drive. I have no earthly idea, but this one here, like I said, hey, that's something new. A red sticker, MSRP 66,035. Hey, the sales price is 63,035, $3,000 off that $66,000 Mach-E. Just my take. I don't know. I think they're going to have these on the lot for quite a while. I know there's been a bit of pushback. I see a couple on the road. Certainly not as many as I do Teslas, but Tesla's got a running start on Ford as far as the EV thing goes. Well, that was my search today for the new Ford Ranger. There wasn't one. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is $77,000 a good or bad deal for a new Ford F-150?